Another one.
Can earning AWS certifications without experience land you a job? All right. So it says, I've been considering diving into the world of cloud computing, and AWS certifications seem like a great place to start. However, I have zero professional experience in the field. I'm wondering if obtaining AWS certifications alone can help me secure a job in the industry. I've heard mixed opinions about this, with some saying that certifications are a valuable foot in the door, while others emphasize the importance of hands on experience. What are your thoughts and experiences? Can someone with just certifications make it in the AWS job market? Or should I focus on gaining practical experience first? I really don't understand how we land in these either or situations, right? So I'm going to study. It's kind of like the ICTQB question, right? I'm going to study for this test, and I'm going to know how to be a great test taker and passer, right? But but I'm not going to actually apply this stuff, right? AWS gives you like almost 1,000 free hours to use it with the T2 micro instance. Like, you can be doing all this stuff, right? Like, I don't know. There's so many resources out there that you can learn, right? So many resources, but we want to focus on, or should I just do the certification, right? Can I get a job just based off the certification? No, absolutely not. You cannot get a job just based off getting a certification. It doesn't work that way. I think the AWS certification is absolutely essential, right? If you want to get into get a DevOps position working with AWS. But what if you but there's Azure, there's Google Cloud Platform, there's whatever else, right? That they might not care about the AWS certification. Let's say a company doesn't use AWS. Let's say they use Azure. Then your AWS certification doesn't mean much, right? But what if you know how to log into like here's how I've always seen it, right? Learn how to do the work, right? And then get the necessary paperwork to follow. You can do both, right? Because how many hours are in a day? 24 hours, right? How you use it is up to you. So you can be taking a course that'll help you pass the AWS certification. You can take a course that'll help you pass Azure certification. You can take a course that'll help you pass Google Cloud Platform certification, right? And you can also take a course that will actually have you creating the stuff that you're learning. Like to me, hands-on experience is always 100,000 times more valuable than being able to recite responses. Some companies they like you they want you to be a robot and to be able to recite answers that you learned on a test or in a book or whatever, right? And then when you actually get to the job, you have no idea what you're doing, and then you have to Google and mess everything up. That's them. I will always value practical, hands-on experience. And if you're able to pass a test, which to me, I think like for me, I don't think the ISTQB is necessary for anything unless it's unless you're already in the field, right? And your company is trying to get some type of contract with maybe a government agency or someone who doesn't like because a lot of places that ask for the ISTQB, they don't know anything about testing. So they just like, oh, they have a certification. They must know something, right? Some way of thinking, but it is what it is, right? But so if the company is wants to get ISTQ, like wants to get somebody ISTQB certified, right? Let them pay for it. But you going out there and getting it with no experience, no job, doesn't mean a damn thing. Doesn't mean anything. Stephanie's an ISTQB certified, and she runs laps around 90% of you. Right? Do the work. Put in the 14 hours. However you break it down, put in the hours to do the work. That's what really matters. She's not like Docker expert or whatever, right? But she knows how to use it to get done what she needs to get done. Installed Jenkins on it. Installed like set up the Selenium grid. Get the hands-on experience, right? And then and I will say this, right? For AWS, like for DevOps, I think it's different than QA, right? So I do recommend getting your certifications for like DevOps type stuff, but it does not replace the practical hands-on experience. I could study for AWS certification and get it, right? But I'm also able to navigate my way through AWS, right? I'm getting more familiar with what the lambdas are, CloudFront, CloudWatch, EC2 instances, security groups, IAM roles, Route 53, and there's so many different things inside of AWS, right? But I can navigate them. I've done the ECR stuff, right? So many different things in there. So you need to learn how to use them. Just passing a test does not teach you how to do the work. It's just a certification. It's just a piece of paper. It reminds me of Kanye's album, right? The College Dropout, where little Jimmy is talking about his dad's degrees, right? All those degrees. Those are what the certifications are, right? All those degrees, never worked a day in your life, no practical experience. No hands-on experience. You're not a practitioner. You gotta be a practitioner. You can learn the theory, but you gotta be a practitioner, because the theory, you'll know all the things that you cannot do. But as a practitioner, you'll know all the things, how to do all the things that the theorists tell you that you cannot do. All right?
If you enjoyed the fascinating information shared in this video and you want more, be sure to hit the subscribe button to Tech Coach Ralph to be notified for new videos.
Enigmatic Joker.